Hey, Soup. Come on, pal, we've got to do another jelly cam. Where are you? God, all over the house, I can't find him anywhere. Soup, come on, we're going to be late, pal. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, let's get ready, shall we? Oh, Soup. I'm out of breath now, trying to find you. Oh, there we are. The gang are all assembled and ready for the next true story from the Bible. Yeah. Soup. All those emails this last week. We were inundated with emails. Trouble was, though, that we got spotted nodding off at the end of the story that Kate was reading last week. I know. Do you remember that you were asking whether Jesus dying on the cross was the end of the story? But the thing was that Kate had just read that 2 days after Jesus died, he was alive again. Yeah. The grave was empty. His body was gone. And he was talking to his friends. Oh no, how did we miss that bit? We must have nodded off. The trouble was we made such a fuss, didn't we, about everybody being so attentive to the story. I know. Well, okay, so what have we got this week? Right. Soup says that he's had a quick look at the story and it is really, really good. Yeah. So Soup, what's so good about the story? Oh, he says it covers a lot of the Bible very quickly in one go and then ends with a big boom. So, Soup, it's got an exciting ending then. Oh, that's very good. Okay, so we better get on with it then, haven't we? So we better sing our song. Okay, you ready? Ready, gang? If you're happy and you know it, wash your hands. If you're happy and you know it, wash your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, wash your hands. If you're happy and you know it, shout, rah! If you're happy and you know it, shout, rah! If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout, rah! If you're ready for a story, say, shh. If you're ready for a story, say, shh. If you're ready for a story, and you really want to hear it, if you're ready for a story, say, shh. So, forgot to ask, is Kate ready for the story? Let's have a look. Oh, he says, yep, Kate's ready for the story. So, over to you, Kate. We're so looking forward to it.
Hi everyone, welcome to another story, and today we are going to be reading about the garden, the curtain and the cross. And it's a true story of why Jesus died and rose again. A very long time ago, right here in this world, there was a garden. In the garden, everything was wonderful. The world was full of laughing and playing and smiling and fun. There was nothing bad. Ever. There was no one sad. Ever. And best of all, God was there. He had made it all. He was in charge of it all. He loved it all. People could see God and speak to God and just enjoy being with God. Hello, Adam. Hello, Eve. Eve, God's here. He wants to walk with us again. How cool is that? Yay! I bet it's going to be even more amazing than yesterday. It was wonderful to live with God. But then, one day, the people did a terrible thing. They decided they didn't want God to do what God said. They decided they wanted a world without God in charge. God calls this sin. Sin spoils things. So sin has no place in God's wonderful garden. God said to the people, "You can't live with me here in my garden anymore." And he sent them outside. To show the people they had to stay outside, God put some warrior angels in front of the garden. The angels were like a big "keep out" sign. Now, things were sometimes bad and people were sometimes sad. But people still kept sinning because they didn't want God to be in charge. So no one could come into God's wonderful place. God said, "Because of your sin, you can't come in." God wanted people to remember it is wonderful to live with him. But because of your sin, you can't come in. So he told the people to build a special building called his temple, where he would live. In the middle of the temple was the most wonderful place in the world, the place where God was, with nothing bad and nothing sad. It was very exciting. But then God told the people to put a big curtain around his wonderful place. The curtain had pictures of warrior angels on it. It was like a big "keep out" sign. For hundreds of years, the temple curtain reminded people that God said, "It is wonderful to live with him, but because of your sin, you can't come in." Babies became grown-ups and had babies, and those babies became grown-ups and had babies, and those babies became grown-ups and had babies. Hundreds of summers and winters passed by, and the keep-out curtain stayed in the temple. Then, one day, God the Son came to live in this world as a person. He was called Jesus. Jesus always did what God said. Jesus never sinned. And Jesus visited the temple where the keep-out curtain hung. Jesus knew the things that were sometimes bad and sometimes sad. Jesus said that God had sent him to open the way back to God's wonderful place, where there would be nothing bad and no one sad. But people still didn't want to let God be in charge, so they decided to put Jesus on a cross to die. It was the most bad thing that had ever happened. It was the most sad day of all time. But Jesus had a plan. He had always planned to die on the cross. What a strange plan! Why would God's Son plan to die? On the cross, Jesus took our sin, all the bad things we do, and all the sad things they cause. Jesus took them all from us, and when he did, something amazing, astonishing, astounding happened. The curtain tore. God had ripped up the old keep-out sign. God's wonderful place is open again. Because Jesus died, we can go in. After Jesus died, his friends put him in a tomb. They were very sad. For 2 days, nothing happened. Then, the next morning, Jesus' friends went to see his body in the tomb. And it wasn't there. A little later on, Jesus' friends were all together, and suddenly Jesus was there, alive. Suddenly his friends weren't sad. Now they were so happy. God had brought Jesus back to life so that he could live in God's wonderful place forever. And Jesus has sent everyone an invitation to come and live with him there too. He tells us, God says it is wonderful to live with him. Because of your sin, you can't come in. But I died on the cross to take your sin. So all my friends can now come in. We can live with God forever. There will be nothing bad and no one sad. We will see God and speak to God and just enjoy being with God, just as he planned. It will be wonderful to live with him, and it's all because of Jesus. We will say every day, "Thank you, King Jesus. You're amazing." And you can start saying that today. There, wonderful Easter story, just in time for the Easter holidays. Have a wonderful time celebrating with your families, and we will see you soon. Bye.
We're back. Oh, thanks, Kate. That was a really good story, wasn't it? And the fact is that it's all true. So, Bird, what was the best bit for you? Oh, she says the best bit for her was God ripping up the curtain, that keep out sign. So, Bird, was that the boom for you? Bird's very excited. Yeah. She says the boom for her was not just that the keep out sign was gone, but that the welcome sign was up. I know. Yeah. So tell us a bit more. Yeah. She says, God says, come to me. Welcome. So what do we say? We say we're sorry for our disobedience. And we say thank you to God that Jesus died on the cross in our place. Yeah, and that he rose again. So we say thank you. And we say, please help us to live with you as King forever. Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? Well done, Bird. You were listening well. Anyway, we're going to bring this to an end. And just to say, we're hoping to start JellyTots again in the flesh after Easter. So watch this space. Goodbye, everybody.